We were discussing the laws of gases. We have discussed the Boyle's law, now we will discuss the Charles law. But before going to discuss the Charles law, we have to know about the absolute temperature. Here's the definition of absolute temperature. It is the temperature at which an ideal gas would have zero volume. Lord Kelvin introduced absolute temperature scale or Kelvin scale. Here are the two scales. The first one is Celsius scale and the second one is Kelvin scale. This scale of temperature starts from 0 Kelvin and or minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. 0 Kelvin or minus 273.15 degrees centigrade is given the name of absolute zero because at this temperature the volume of gases becomes zero. As both scales have equal degree range, therefore when 0 Kelvin equal to minus 273 degrees centigrade, then the 273 Kelvin will be equal to the 0 degree centigrade. Conversion of Kelvin temperature to Celsius temperature and vice versa, we can follow this equation. For example, the temperature in Kelvin 37 degrees centigrade in Kelvin scale will be 310 Kelvin. It is obtained by adding the 273 in the 37 degrees centigrade. Here is the Charles law. French scientist J. Charles in 1787 presented this law. He studied the relationship between volume and temperature of a gas, keeping the pressure constant. Here is the statement of the Charles law. The volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature if the pressure is kept constant. Here is the mathematical form of Charles law. Volume is directly proportional to temperature. V is representing the volume and T is representing the temperature. So V is directly proportional to T. When we replace the proportionality sign with the equal sign, we get the V is equal to KT. And in this same way, V over T is equal to K, where K is proportionality constant. If the temperature of a gas is increased, its volume also increases. When temperature is changed from T1 to T2, the volume of gas will be changed from V1 to V2. The mathematical form of Charles law then will become V1 over T1 is equal to K and V2 over T2 is equal to K. As both equations have same value of constant, therefore their variables are also equal to each other. And we can write the equation in this way: V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. Now we will discuss the experimental verification of Charles law. Suppose let us take a certain amount of a gas enclosed in a cylinder having a movable piston. If the initial volume of the gas was V1 and it was 50 centimeter cube and initial temperature T1 is 25 degrees centigrade. On heating the cylinder up to 100 degrees centigrade, its new volume V2 is about 62.5 centimeter cube. As it is clear that by increasing the temperature, the volume of gas is increasing. As we have studied the V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2, now we will prove this equation. We will prove this equation by putting the above value in this equation. The V1 was 50 centimeter cube and T1 was the 25 degrees centigrade. By dividing 50 into 25, we get the answer 2. On the right side of equation, V2 was 62.5 centimeter cube and T2 was the 100 degree centigrade. By dividing 62.5 by 100 degree centigrade, we get the answer 0.625. These both answers are not same. So to prove this equation, we have to convert the temperature from degree centigrade to Kelvin scale. For this purpose, we add the 273 in T1 and T2. Now adding the 273 in 25, we get the temperature 290 Kelvin. Now divided 50 by 298, we get the answer 0.16. Now on the right side of equation, by dividing 62.5 by 373, we get the same answer. As the both equation have same answer, so we have proved this equation v1 over t1 is equal to v2 over t2.